it's guys, I'm doing a kind of rough draft video for you guys. Of the dog deck. But I also do have horses I've shown off in this video too. For kind of rough draft. So this is 4-color dogs. So yeah. So the commander for this one is Aragorn. So this is supposed to be taken out, and this is supposed to be put in. But I only have one of these, and it's mainly in my blue-white deck for right now, blue-white horses. So that's why this is temporarily just kind of in here for the time being. I will probably swap it out Friday. Put this in here Friday for me to use at locals for Commander. So I was hoping that my cards I had ordered were gonna be in by Friday, but they're not. So I'll have to make one swap. So yeah. And also, why this is a rough draft build is Doctor Who is like right around the corner, which is like next month. So I'll be probably adjusting stuff with that blue, white, red commander deck that I had showed off in one of the previous videos. So there was also that too. So that being said, let's get into the video. So there is a few horses in here in the dog deck. So let me scoot this back. So Precious Summer and Shadowfax are the only two horses. So the reason why Shadowfax is in here is that it can beam out all the dogs which have less power than Shadowfax, so I can usually use attack with Shadowfax and effect to beam out a dog. So that's kind of why I have this in here. And then Crush Summer I put in here because I run True Conviction in deck, which gives all my creatures lifelink. So yeah, just a little synergy there. So Peckler gives our dogs +1/+1 in protection during combat or discard attacks. So, which is pretty good. And then this buffs all creatures when you play a creature, and then more protection for creatures like control can get like vigilance, double strike, flying, lifelink, and such. So more kind of stuff to give me lifelink. So, and then I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, why are the spiders in here? What's your reasoning for that? Well, a lot of the decks I faced in the pods over last I want to say year and a half have had flying to some degree, and I don't have anything for flying other than the spiders, which I've had for a while, but never really thought about putting them into something until, you know, recently. So land, more pump spells, and more, you know, making tokens, more land. Other creatures get +1/+0 until end turn, which is kind of nice actually. Um, well, and then I have this in here for also that same reason, but the reason why I'm also have the spiders in here is that if they get rid of this enchantment, which there's quite a bit of that in Commander, I'm I'm pretty much back to square one. Is like if they get rid of my enchantment here, then I have no other way of blocking flying creatures. So that's also the other reason why I have the spiders in here. So for blocking, because they have reach and some additional effects. Um, so this one's also really good too, given everything death touch. And then whenever everything's untapped, then everything has hexproof. So yeah, more land. Just another name. Its effect isn't really all that great. So I guess I have a few other forces in here, but this one makes food and kind of life gain. So just more things, more land, path to exile, more vigilance, and more creature tokens that I can make. So more pump cards. This card can get really disgusting. So yeah, especially with me having spiders, dogs, and then a few horses, is like, yeah, they can get out of hand really quickly. So yeah, more vigilance, lifelink, and other things, more land. Just another name for the deck. Not really anything too crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. So during the pre-release, I pulled 2 of these out of my previous kit, and so I kind of went 5 color. It didn't really work out too well, but yeah, that's as soon as I pulled 2, I was like, okay, I had to try it. So unfortunately, it didn't really work out too well, but it was interesting. So Nerd Dog, more land. This is from the new Wazo Drain set, so more spider, more removal, rather ranks, just another buff for dogs, exotic orchard, more land, so more spiders, so you can kind of see the theme that I'm going on with here. Just spiders for blocking and dogs for mainly the main purpose of the deck. Oops. There we go. Wanted to show that. Because I don't. Oh wait, no, the other one is path. That's right. I keep thinking I have 2 of the same card and I don't. So I had that before this video and I had corrected it. So Nerd Dog, which is actually pretty good. This is from the Commander Masters reprint. So more land. Nerd Dogs, I can make I'll just add 1 mana of any color, which can be actually kind of nice. More land and more land. And then for the second portion of the deck, 1 more horse, which is actually a really good one. More spiders. Trample is I can make my creatures just massive, so, or at least decently massive anyway. Yeah, I pulled this from the last Lord of the Rings deck that I had got from Target. It was like the last one on the shelf, and the collector pack had this in it. I was like, oh, that's actually. And then I checked the price on it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a really good card. So I immediately threw that into my deck. So more spiders, Door of Destinies, more land, more dogs. This one's okay. It gives itself +2/+0. More spiders, more land. Obviously I had to throw this in here because it's, obviously a good card. So, I've only gotten to resolve that once, but yeah. Helm of the Host is, well, the main thing I want to do with Helm of the Host is copy the pack leader or Tired of the Crested Summer and copy it. So, there is a couple different options for Helm of the Host. More land, more spiders. Now, this card's actually kind of insane. So, creatures you control have vigilance, and have tap add 1 mana of any color to cast a creature spell. So, yeah. And if you cast a creature spell with 3 or more mana from creatures, then you get to draw a card. So, yeah. That card's just bonkers. More land. More spiders. More land. More land. Mashwood Nexus. You can make everything like a horse plus a dog, I believe, with this card, and well, it's basically every creature type, but you can mainly just make it horse and dog and get everything +1/+1 and indestructible. So yeah. So more land, a negate spell, more land, mana fixing, another dog, more spiders, another good doggo, soul ring. This is mainly for vigilance, because of the lieutenant effect. So another land, more +1/+1 counters, another dog, more land grab, another dog to get you a land, more protection, another land, and then this is from the Commander Masters enchantment deck that I had picked up, and this is the one of the cards that came out of that mini collector pack that you get with the deck. So yeah. So my pulls lately have been pretty crazy for some stuff. So yeah, that's basically the dog deck. There's not much dogs in the deck, but as you can see, I kind of try to have my weakness, which is not being able to block flyers. So I try to fix that with the green, and then the rest of the other cards kind of are dogs and a few horses. So yeah, there's that, and then I'll show you guys the other deck that I also made. So this is the commander for this one, which is absolutely just crazy. I tested it a little bit before pre-release, but it was a little wacky. So I think once I get this one and tune as well, then it'll be probably better. So these are both rough drafts right now. So a lot. I mean, there's 7 to 9 sleeves I'm missing, which are gonna be land. And then yeah, I finally got one of these too. So, but yeah, I'm missing a few land, and then I might be switching some stuff out with from this commander deck to this one right here. So there's a few cards I swap back and forth, and so yeah. This one's actually not too bad. So when we're enter battlefield, then you tap up to 5 land, and especially if you gain life this turn, then you can basically just cast this for 1 mana and untap 5 lands. So it's like that's really pretty good actually. So more kind of just a rundown on how this build is. Yes, I finally got this card too, which I'm super happy about. But more horses and stuff, more land. Yeah, I threw this in here too, which you'll see a couple of anyway. A couple of different horsemanship cards. Lightning Greaves from the Lord of the Rings, and this is one of the packs from the Commander Pod. Like where you empty a pack, this was the one that I had kept that had this card in it. So, or this version of the card anyway. So, yeah, I was quite happy to see that. More stuff. This card's actually pretty good too. So, but just kind of give you guys a quick overview of things. Now this, I have this in here. So I could put it in the R deck, but with me having the spiders in there, there's not really any point in me doing that. But I mean, I technically still could if I wanted to. So, and then obviously this card is just so good. I absolutely just love it. When you equip it to a creature, then you can't lose the game, basically, until they get rid of this card or the creature itself, which, if it has inshuffle, then they ain't doing anything to it, so. Other than me exiling it, so. I just love this card in foil. It's just so pretty. And then this one looks really good in foil, too, with the Aurora Borealis, so it's just so pretty. And then this one is kind of okay. I more like it for the art is the main thing. And yes, I do have their Helm of the Host, which I did put in here, and our Door Destiny, so. So these are some of the reprinted and some of the newer cards from Wilds of Eldraine. So Counterspell. I need to put the Counterspell from in the other deck in here too. The Mana Drain. So yeah, there's Sunclone, Spring Verdict, a Shuffle, back into your deck. Surge. As foretold. This card's insane. It's like, yeah. I was reading that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's really, really good. Crush the Summer, obviously. Another good card. Blessed Sanctuary. This is actually pretty good against like a burn deck in Commander. So more land. My other kind of rule spell. Name horse and return everything that's like non-horses. So, and then this card's actually kind of funny too. So you skip your drawing a card during the draw phase, and then if your opponent doesn't have flying or island lock, then they can't attack you. So, well, yeah, that's basically what it reads. So, yeah. Pretty hilarious. So, Shield Mirror. More. So, this is mainly for copying Curse of Summer and a few other things that gain life. So, yeah. More horsemanship. Yeah, I think you guys are kind of seeing a theme here. More horses. This is actually a horse, despite what it actually says for the creature type. I looked it up on Skyfall, and it actually does say a horse. So, yeah. In case if you guys are wondering on that. Take another turn, and then you get to just shuffle this back. So, and it also works really well with this. So if you gain 7 life, then you can just cast that for 2 and just take another turn. So, yeah. Well, the same thing with the capture of Jing Zhao is like, if you gain, that was 5 mana, which 2 is blue. So yeah. So that's basically just kind of rough draft for decks that I have working on for you guys. The dog one is, I mean, they're both essentially done, but I just had to swap things back and forth. Is basically all that I really have to do. So, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video and kind of get an idea of what my builds are like for these 2 decks. And kind of, I hope the reasoning for the dog one makes sense on why I have certain cards in there. So, yeah. So, thank you for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Alright, there goes.